Hello, friends. Welcome to my kitchen again. Here I have ready some celery stalks to juice and then some grapes as well as ginger to juice. So I've had the grapes soaking overnight and the celery stalks I just put in today. And it's because I'm going to be juicing celery juice. And here I came. The reason why I ended up deciding on just juicing celery by itself is because upon leaving my Florida road trip, I stopped in by a colon hydrotherapist and wanted to have a colonic done so that I can flush out my colon from all the crap that I was eating while on my vacation. However, I was told that because I have fibroids, I cannot do a colonic. It would not be advisable for me to complete a colonic. So I ended up, so it was suggested for me to do just juice my celery and drink it first thing upon waking in the morning. And then second, as you can see, I'm getting my first set of stalks in my juicer. And then second, give myself an enema, possibly 1 to 2 times a day. Really and truly, as humans, our colons are so stuffed up that we are not able to get the essential nutrients from our foods into our bodies. And therefore, the food does not, as most natural and healthy foods are not assimilated well into our bodies. Another thing for me is that I am severely iron deficient, so I am anemic. And that is because definitely my colon health is not in the most optimum shape it should be. It is so important for the human body to have iron, because iron is a mineral that definitely conveys messages to the brain, and how they do that is through the transportation of oxygen throughout our body. We need that oxygen to help propel our body in many ways. And iron with oxygen, it helps to transport the oxygen throughout our body. So when you are an iron deficient person, you are definitely susceptible to a whole bunch of diseases. And certain foods are lacking the nutrients that we need. And the majority of us in this modern and Western world, the majority of us do not eat the proper amount of fruits and vegetables that's needed to replenish our bodies. So we are living a malnourished lifestyle. Because of my lifestyle that has been lacking in so much nutrition, I ended up having severe anemia, and I am now, I can literally tell how anemic I am because it literally shows up in my skin. And studies have shown that people who are very iron deficient, your skin tends to age quicker. And I've noticed that about my skin. You tend to have more brain fogs. You tend to have headaches. Even just going out in the sun, has such a major effect on you that it would not have had on a normal person. Now you see how much celery juice I've had so far. I'm almost at that 16-ounce mark. But you see there, look how much I've made so far. This is so awesome. Let your food be your medicine, and your medicine your food. If we can all live by that motto, the world will be not the world, but humanity would be around a whole lot longer. I don't think they want that though. But anyway, That's just an inside joke. Now, I must go ahead and give my disclaimer at this time. I am speaking about natural foods. I am not a doctor or physician. See, I'm at 16 ounces here. I'm going to be releasing this shortly. So as I was saying with my disclaimer, I am not a physician. I do recommend that you seek a physician's advice before making any types of major decisions. I am only giving you my opinion in terms of my motto: let your food be your medicine and your medicine your food. Now, celery, juicing celery has many health benefits, especially juicing it on an empty stomach. Now, celery juice is full of nutrients, as what I was saying earlier. It is loaded with so much nutrients that it helps to nourish our bodies. Now, these nutrients include folate, potassium, vitamin K, vitamin B6, and vitamin C, which are all beneficial for bone and muscle health. Now, I do want you guys to know that celery juice also contains a substance that is called lutein, which some call the skin cocktail, since it protects the skin from the inside and it actually prevents like UV damage. So that's one of the major ways. It is filled with nutrients, and it also helps to prevent skin damage. Another plus or pro for drinking celery juice is that it improves digestive health. That's one. It improves acid reflux and helps to prevent it if you don't have it. It also helps with balancing any type of digestive issues one may have. All right. So it is suggested that one should drink at least 16 ounces of fresh celery juice every day. And I'm saying this because when you juice and you drink celery juice first thing in the morning, we all have to prepare to find ourselves running to the bathroom. That is how strong and potent celery juice is. Celery juice is not a bad tasting juice, by the way. It basically tastes like celery. If you like celery, you'll like celery juice. Growing up, I did not like celery whatsoever. I actually told myself when I grew up, there's only certain vegetables I'm going to eat. Celery was not one of those on the list of what I would eat when I become an adult. But it's only been recent that I started to eat and enjoy celery. It is an acquired taste, but the juice itself, this is the first time, as I said, I'm juicing it with by itself. Look at that. I'm already at 16 ounces. Okay, so this is the first time I am juicing celery by itself, but in the past I've juiced it with apples and cucumbers. So friends, just to summarize the benefits of celery juice. Celery juice, we've come to find out, is very detoxifying, as it flushes out old toxins and poisons that have been built up over time in our body. It also kills viruses, bacteria, parasites. It's very good for that. So anything that deals with the colon, I would say celery juice is really good for. It greatly helps to maintain our health, our gut health. It helps to improve digestion and also to reduce bloating. Now, celery juice also increases the body's ability to break down protein and fat. And I'm going to go ahead and explain to you, just basically how it works. Now, protein and the fat that we eat often goes undigested in our stomachs. and it's oftentimes just sits there and rots. So, just looking here and looking at me, I am just finishing up the last bits of the celery, and boy, my food is truly my medicine. Now, so when our food just sits there and rots, it causes bloating and other digestive issues. And the way how the celery works, it works to break down any undigested food. So that's why when you take it in the mornings, it tends to send you to the bathroom, and it really works fast. So juicing celery regularly will also help to boost your energy, balance your hormones, which is something that I'm looking for, reduce inflammation, and alleviate skin issues like, as I said earlier, acne, psoriasis, and eczema are some of the symptoms that they help to reduce or alleviate. Okay, so I'm pouring my juice in now. And, I've explained to you why I feel like celery juice is so beneficial. Okay, so there we go. I'm filling it up all the way to the top. I am going to put this up for the next day because I'm about to juice my grapes shortly. And I think this is a 36-ounce jar. So it holds 36 ounces of liquid. So here I am. I'm going to finish up the last bit of my celeries, and I'm going to go ahead and drink that so you guys can see. I will take in some of my medicine. Yeah. So friends, when women get to a point of having fibroids, especially large fibroids, they are to the point where their bodies are extremely toxic, and the healing process is not taking place the way it should. And when we have the fibroids, it's a time where our body is telling us time to detox, time to cleanse. You are literally too toxic. Okay, so I'm pulling all these fibers out. I do love that this machine literally pulls the juice out and just provides the fiber. And celery, if you eat celery whole, it is a vegetable that is filled with a lot of fiber. It is really good if we ate it as well for digestion. Okay, so here I am. I am going to drink this. Oh, this is so good. This is good. So that's all I have left. Okay. Guys, you definitely have to try this celery juice. Here I have some celery juices and some other greens that I did juice. Now I'm going to get ready to juice my grapes. Now, grapes, on the other hand, has several benefits. I've been reading a book called The Grape Cure, and I definitely would recommend that anyone wanting to heal themselves naturally utilize the grapes. That's my ginger I'm putting in there. I have like 2 tums of ginger. I would recommend anyone, trying to heal yourself, use read that book. There's so many great books out there by so many individuals. We as humans, we need to put what is natural in our body, what comes from nature in our body, and not utilize, substitutes that's provided out there that only mask over the symptoms of the pain, and we never tend to, get rid of whatever the problem is. My goal is to completely change how I eat. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is truly a mind over matter situation. There are times when I actually fall prey to my cravings, and I go 5 steps forward and 1 step back. And like I did on my road trip. So, really and truly, it is a mind over matter situation. I am going to go ahead over the benefits of juicing grapes. Now, to tell you guys the truth, and many of you may know that grapes have been cultivated for thousands and thousands of years and have been used in ancient civilizations. We always hear about winemaking, grapes and wines. Whenever we correspond wine with anything, we think of grapes. So grapes have been around for a long time. There's several different types of grapes out there. There's the green grapes, the red grapes, black grapes, yellow grapes, and even pink grapes. And what I'm using here, and I'm juicing now, is black grapes and red grapes. Okay. Now, it's very important for you to know that grapes are high in antioxidants, very high in antioxidants. They're high in vitamin C, high in vitamin K. They're really a good source for several nutrients. Now, for those of you who don't know, antioxidants, which grapes are high in, are compounds found in plants. And those compounds are usually found either in the skin of the fruit or the vegetable. Now, with regards to grapes, their highest number of antioxidant compounds are basically found in both the skin. Look at that. I am pulling out some of that dry pulp. It's normally found in both the skin and the seeds. Okay. Grapes also helped to combat the cells of certain colon cancers. It is an anti-cancer benefit. It is, I really tell you guys, grape has so many benefits that has been studied for so many centuries. It's also good. Studies have found that the grape extract itself helps to block the growth and spread of breast cancer cells. And most of the times we find that these studies have been done in laboratory mouse, and there's not much studies done with humans. But I have read several books where individuals have partake in what is called the grape fast, and they were able to be healed from several different forms of cancer. I'd like to go ahead and summarize the benefits of grapes. It contains many beneficial compounds. It has antioxidants that protects against cancer, including colon cancer, as well as breast cancer. Okay, here I am pouring some of my grape juice out. I can't afford to waste it, friends. I can't. This juice is so sweet. You do not need any sugar. As a matter of fact, I think that all it has in here is just ginger and the grapes itself, and it is extremely sweet. So, I was just giving you guys like a summary. It is very beneficial to us in several ways. Eating grapes is also good for our health, not only juicing it. And if there's someone who has a low intake of potassium, it helps to increase the potassium and also, help guard against heart attacks and stroke. So I do know that, from young, I used to hear a lot of people say they're going to drink a glass of wine before they go to bed. And it's usually to help them, to guard against, strokes and heart attacks. And that's where that thought process kind of came from. Now, as you can see here, I have already filled like 2 bottles, 26-ounce bottles of grape juice. And as I've done that, I want to go and, kind of just talk to you guys about my journey with the fibroids and me being anemic. I am going to, since I've came back from my road trip, I am going to go to have my get some iron infusion. I know a lot of people would, who are into natural health would, advise against doing iron infusions, but I am to the point where my skin is dry. I am often lightheaded and I tend to forget what I want to say while I'm in the trend of thought. My nails are cracking and chipping, and I tend to want to just bite my nails. And that is, for me personally, a sign that I am severely anemic. So I wanted to invite you with me as I go to have my iron infusion, just so that those who have not seen it in person, just so you can see what happens when a person, goes to have an iron infusion done. So I'm inviting you early to come with me, and as I am on this journey. Okay, here I am pouring some more. Excuse me. Pouring some more of my grape juice. And this is so delicious. Okay, I was able to make about 5 of these bottles of grape juice. I want to thank you guys so much for, joining me and watching. And please do like and subscribe, and also tell others about this journey.